The best way I can describe this episode is it's the most disappointed I've ever been, the most I knew it I've ever been, and the most oh shit that I've ever been. And in WandaVision fashion, as many questions that they have answered, even more have arisen. And yes, this video contains spoilers, unless I say otherwise. As usual, I'm going to be breaking down this episode before revealing my updated theories and potential spoilers. If you like movies, TV, and entertainment, welcome. You've come to the right place. Smash that subscribe button and leave a like if you like this content. This is the latest WandaVision episode, and let's get to it. First up, love the intro. So, Office meets Modern Family. And I love that in the past it's been family driven, but Wanda's, going through some stuff and she needs her alone time. And that even extends to the titles, making it obvious that it's Wanda, and also starring Wanda, with a little bit of Vision at the end, but also created by Wanda. We are now in the 2010s, and this has to be the last of the era jumping, right? I mean, I'm almost positive that the next episode will be a flashback giving context. Only 2 episodes left now, and guys, it is heating up. It is muy caliente style. I don't even know what muy caliente means. It's spicy, I think, right? After the events of the Halloween episode, Wanda is having a bit of a moment and is isolating in her home. And I wonder, pun in every breakdown, if they did this pre-COVID. The boys are getting on her nerves and Vision isn't there. You'll also notice that the twins' games are changing as well. It's going back and forth between different decades, and I'm not sure if the glitches in this episode are her, or... well, hang on, we'll get to that. So, funny enough, Agnes takes the boys to her place and gives Wanda some space. We next go from outside the town of M to reveal Hayward, Shady Hayward, is ready to attack. The email Darcy sent also proves that Hayward is trying to rebuild Vision. And speaking of Darcy, she also got assimilated, or let's call it that, at the end of the last episode. And let's be honest, and let me know down in the comments if you agree, but I was kind of low-key hoping because it was the 2010s, she might be dressed up as a waitress like in Two Broke Girls. But she was an escape artist, and she wasn't one for long. Vision brought her back, and then they had a little road trip where Vision himself got a bunch of context, Infinity War, Endgame, his death, and I feel like he kind of empathizes with Wanda now after he knows all the context. And he totally did the Jim face from The Office. I wanted to see that as soon as I knew that they were jumping through the sitcoms. I wanted to see the Jim face. I knew it was coming, and it was subtle, but it happened. Now, for the disappointment, I want to say that it was kind of our fault, but they also did hype us up about this aerospace engineer for 2 episodes. Theories went from Reed Richards to Hank Pym, even the boy from Iron Man 3. But you know who it was? The military. W to the T to the F. If I'm honest, I usually smile throughout this whole episode, just grinning from ear to ear, kind of like this. But let me tell you, my smile dideth fade, but not for long, because Monica gets her powers. The truck doesn't seem to work, breaking through the force field, and Monica, being the champ that she is, pushes through and boom, she has them. She is Photon. I'm going to probably dive into this in a future episode because we didn't get to see the full extent of her powers yet. And by the way, you notice that she was mad when she mentioned Vision, but when she mentioned Shady Hayward, she lost the plot. And that face was pure evil. She even said, Wanda being she, that she might even be the villain. She doesn't even know. I think she was kind of shocked when she tried to drop Monica, and I'm not actually sure if Monica has picked up on it yet. She could have even thought that it was just part of the world that, she's in at the moment, but who knows? But then Agnes steps in, and they go back to hers, where, funny enough, the kids aren't there, and shit starts to get real creepy. Like, horror creepy. Taken creepy. Not the movie Taken with Liam Neeson, but Taken like people getting taken and stuck in a basement. Creepy. Wanda asks where the kids are, and Agnes says, they're in the basement, of course. But when Wanda goes to the basement, there are no kids to be found. Only a dark, creepy, hell-like tunnel, which leads to the reveal which we all saw coming, let's be honest, but it was extra cool seeing it that Agnes is Agathur Hartness. I'm also not a fan of people saying their name as a big reveal, like, oh, hello, my name's, insert comic book character name here. But at the same time, it was cool to see, and I don't know a better way to do it, I don't know. And turns out that Agathur Hartness, she's been behind it the whole time, or at least some of it. We'll get to my theories at the end. And as always, I want to hear yours. You know, this is a two-way street. You guys have genuinely, some of your comments have made me change my opinion completely about how I see the show. I love it. I love it. And speaking of love, I love how A, her powers are purple. That's a cool color. And B, I love the montage at the end, and they showed the show, like, that she was behind everything. Quicksilver showing up, the dog, she killed the dog. Even in the last episode where she was scared and she was pulled over to the side of the road with Vision, that honestly, I mean, if you watch my last video, check it out, that kind of changed my opinion of her, and I thought, well, maybe she isn't, but she was playing us. She was pulling one over on us. And lastly, there was a post-credit scene, like the first one we've had in this series. It was Monica investigating Agnes, or Agathur Hartness now, I guess, and she went to check out the basement. She opens the doors of her basement, and you see all the purple, and then Quicksilver pops up, and he says something. I can't remember what he says, but I'm assuming that he stops her, and just wow, 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 wow. I mean, I said it at the beginning of the video, I say it in every video, for every question that gets answered, a bunch more questions just arise. It's insane. This was a very different episode, a very separated episode, and they obviously did that on purpose. And as I said, I believe the next episode will be what I call the context episode, with a massive, massive finale. That's my thought. So imagine with me, just go along with it, that we're gonna have, you know, the next episode's gonna show the context. It'll be the that makes sense episode. And then I'm hoping that the finale is going to be, you know, maybe a double episode, not in the sense of 2 episodes, but maybe a 40-minute, 50-minute, even an hour episode where shit just hits the fan. I'm hoping that it's a massive, longer finale, but what are your thoughts? Now for theories. Ralph. Let's just go straight into Ralph. I don't think he's Quicksilver, but I still believe that although Agathur Hartness is, you know, the big baddie at the moment, I still do believe that there's someone that she's working with. Now, in my past videos, I've thought it was Mephisto, but after really thinking about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I watch all these videos that you watch, I watch them all as well, and send them to me if you want, you know, put a little link below so I can check them out, because I love hearing about all these theories, and I think that Nightmare might actually be the big bad guy. I don't think he'll get resolved, you know. He might even be a teaser at the end, you know. We thought it was Agathur Hartness. Turns out it's actually Nightmare. But if you do remember, he did get teased at the very end. Sorry, let me rephrase. He did get teased in that he was going to be in Doctor Strange, the next Doctor Strange. So maybe that they're setting him up for this. And Wanda's going to be almost like the Dark Superman. You know, she's going to be a bit of a villain in the next one, working with Nightmare to keep the kids, maybe. And Doctor Strange just has to take her out and get involved. I'm still got a bit of a feeling that Doctor Strange is going to make an appearance in this show. We're not sure, but if you think about it, Nightmare, it's like the town is living the nightmare. I just have this feeling that Nightmare could be the big bad, along with Agathur Hartness. But let me know your thoughts down below, if you think it's Mephisto still, if you think it's Nightmare, if you think it's just Agathur Hartness, or if you think it's someone else completely, let me know. Now, they said there's going to be a big finale character. I personally would love it to be Magneto, love it to be an X-Men character, you know, Professor X. I'd love it to be, you know, because you got to remember, this is all manifestations. It could be Tony Stark. That would be really cool to see. They said it's like a Luke Skywalker blow-away moment, so it's a tough one, and again, not sure who it could be. My bet is that it's probably going to be Doctor Strange, because I did get let down a little bit when I thought it was going to be this huge character who was helping, you know, the aerospace engineer, and it wasn't. So maybe our expectations are just a little bit too high. But again, let me know who you think it is down below. And the sword purpose. I did mention it briefly in this video, but they've basically confirmed that Shady Hayward is trying to get Vision back. He wants to create a new Vision. He might even want to create a new Ultron, you know, have that sentient weapon, you know, to fight against Earth. Maybe Ultron's the big bad villain. Who knows? I don't know, but I think we've got 2 conflicts here, and I don't know if they're going to cross over. They might just be 2 opposing sides that are both going for similar things but different. On one side, we've got Agathur Hartness and possibly Nightmare, who are after the kids. You know, they want to take the kids, spirit and stuff like that, or their inner person, maybe they feed off children. You've seen that in movies. So you've got that on one side, but then you've also got Vision on the other side, who clearly Shady Hayward wants back. They want Vision back. So I think we've got these two opposing sides. But we don't know. That's the crazy thing, is we do not know what's going on in this show. We're down to 2 episodes left. If it's coming down to the last 2 episodes, I think we're going to get a context episode, and then we're going to get a blow your socks off. So just strap yourself in. It's going to be insane. Speaking of insane, check out my last videos, because I'm got pretty similar vibes every episode. My anticipation for this show, I love it. If I'm honest, I actually requested it off for work, because the last 2 episodes, I just really want to be off, and I cannot wait. It's now officially just after midnight as I'm recording this. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to post it. I could not go to bed without talking about this. So let me know all your theories, thoughts, comments. I'm doing weekly breakdowns for these videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like this kind of content, leave a like so other people can see it, and we can build a community so we can all talk together and enjoy. There is so much great Marvel stuff coming out, and I cannot wait. Thank you as always for watching, and remember, wherever you are in the world, stay quippy.